Hi there, how are you doing? Today's reading, the theme is magic, manifestation, and miracles. So we are going to look at kind of recent past, present, and near future energies around your manifestations. I'm going to open it up to spirit in terms of like if they want to come through with love life messages, career. I've noticed that a lot of my readings here on YouTube have been centered around destiny and career. But yeah, whatever comes through, we'll see. Hopefully something resonates for you. If not, no worries. But I like to start my readings off with prayer. It can be meditation for you. I pray silently, so just whatever you do to ground and center your energy, you can ask your spiritual team for signs, synchronicities, messages. All right. Okay, and feel free to continue praying and meditating as I shuffle. Yeah, I'll be quiet as I shuffle so that you do that space. Oh, but I will say, I just noticed the Hermit is on the top of this deck, and it was on the top of this deck as I was doing the intro. So the Hermit card either might be like an anchoring energy for this reading, or that might be a sign for you. The number 9, Virgo energy. There might be a significant Virgo in your life, or if you are a Virgo and you were looking for confirmation that this is your reading, that could be what that is. Okay, so let's get a card for the past. Yes, okay. I was like, kind of like, how do you want to do this, Spirit? A card for the present and a card for the future, and then we'll get confirmation cards as well. Thank you. And then I was gonna say, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I hate getting interrupted like that, but I just had to make sure the dog wasn't destroying something. So we have a past, present, future card. So I'll start by presenting each of them. So for recent past, we have the Devil in reverse. Present, 8 of Cups. And near future, the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so recent past, you freed yourself from something. And with the confirmation, maybe we can get a clearer sense of what that was. But basically, Spirit is congratulating you on releasing energies that were no longer serving you, releasing yourself, 9 of Pentacles, from scarcity mindset, from like the need to hold yourself back for the sake of people pleasing, any addictive patterns or maladaptive coping mechanisms that you had. You worked really hard to heal from those. Maybe you learned, because I was like, why is the word feel like coming through so strongly for me? Because I was like getting stuck on that. And it's you learned how to feel your feelings better. So in the past, you were kind of stuck like and stagnating because you weren't allowing your emotions to flow, and you outgrew that pattern and you learned to feel your feelings. And so that was the recent past for you, and it's led you to this Eight of Cups, being able to walk away from all that no longer serves you. So you went through this internal journey of freeing yourself, and now you're physically freeing yourself and emotionally freeing yourself. So behavior patterns, thinking patterns, and then like moving into this energy of emotional maturity. And then the near future, like with Hangman in reverse, there's just a lot of movement here. Like you're not going to have to be in hermit mode anymore. You're going to be able to move forward. You've done the self-reflection. You've done the sacrifice, the walking away, the releasing of energies. And so Spirit is confirming that in the near future, you're going to be feeling very much free, and very much like you're getting everything that you wanted. And you no longer have to sacrifice. It's no longer, well, if I want this, if I want career fulfillment, I have to sacrifice my love life. If I want to pour myself into a relationship, I have to abandon my friends and family. You're going to be feeling like this is Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to be feeling Two of Pentacles upright. Like you're able to balance all of that. Like you're able to find happiness while still balancing all of your desires and the fulfillment of your desires. So confirming the Devil in reverse is the King of Wands. And I just can't help but like see these repeating cards and messages in these readings that I do for YouTube. So I don't know if you're a returning viewer, possibly, or if you were considering going back and looking at past readings, but it's like this message about like you can have it all, you can find this balance. That's been a recurring theme, and the King of Wands has come out so much. And so you're being represented by as someone who is passionate, is larger than life, is a leader, and you're really stepping into this. This is the guidance that Spirit is trying to give you, is for how to like fully embody this, because in the past you weren't this at all. You were the Page of Wands, and you grew, and now it's kind of like when somebody goes I'm getting the image of like when a boy goes through like a growth spurt around middle school, and they're like, they shoot up, like they were maybe short, maybe they were chubby, and all of a sudden they go through a growth spurt and they're like tall and gangly and awkward. And it's like you're kind of still a little bit awkward in this King of Wands energy. And so Spirit wants to kind of help you feel comfortable. I have the Hermit card here, so we'll see what that's about. Okay, so in terms of manifestation and magic, it's, you don't realize how powerful you are. So Spirit is saying, you know, your words are spells, your actions have a massive ripple effect. And this is not to scare you. It's Spirit saying, like, this is a beautiful thing, in the sense of like you don't even recognize like how far reaching like what you've already done and what you've already put out into the universe has been. And the Hermit is a leader as well. The Hermit is a different type of leader than the King of Wands, and Spirit is kind of coming through with a different message now with this card of like balancing. You want to be a balance between the King of Wands and the Hermit, and this is like a quiet, wise energy that leads by example. You're a light. You're like the lighthouse. Like you're like a lighthouse. Like you're standing tall and firm and kind of lighting the way for other people in a more passive sense. Whereas the King of Wands obviously is very action oriented, very much speaking your mind, telling people what to do, how to do it, telling your story of how you did things, very passionate. With this, I'm getting like cold and dark, like, like nighttime energy versus daytime sunshine energy. And Spirit is saying that's the balance that you're finding. Balance is just like such a theme for just life. It looks like my collective, like if you're watching this, like our theme is for our life, it's going to be an ongoing journey, is continually finding balance. All of our like dualistic parts, finding balance with each other within us. Okay, I'm getting a sense of like, let's move on a little bit maybe. Okay, trying to make sure that's not too much in the shot. Yeah, the vibe I like to have with these readings is kind of like we're just sitting down together and reading our tarot cards together. I don't like to include myself too much to the point of like, oh, I'm reading for myself or anything like that. But I just see us as part of the same collective. So it's like, kind of like we're on a FaceTime call doing a reading together to see, what the current energies are. Okay, let's find out what you are currently manifesting based on those past, present, and your future energies. Maybe we can get some specific signs, synchronicities. I'm just getting the word yeah, yes, like you're getting cheered on by your spiritual team. So whatever you already are doing, whatever you already have been wishing for, it's a big fat yes. Like, this is for the highest good. This is being supported by the universe, by the spiritual energies. I'm seeing this card on the top of this deck, Child of the Cosmos. You are very much being held. You're manifesting change. You're manifesting more intuitive guidance, just like being able to more clearly see your way forward. Hermit again, but this time it's on the back. Oh my gosh. So Spirit likes to repeat cards with me to emphasize and make sure stuff is getting through, and like all of the messages, because a card can give like so many messages at once. So I'll keep listening out, but definitely change. So if you wanted a change in your environment, that is manifesting for you. There is a move in the cards for you. I'm hearing roommate. So if you were seeking out a new roommate, or to get a roommate, period, maybe you were living alone and you don't want to be living alone anymore, and you were asking God for the perfect roommate, or you were asking your spiritual team to guide you and give you intuitive insight. You were feeling like you weren't fully trusting yourself. Like, you already embody this Queen of Cups energy, but you have to trust in it in order for it to fully be effective. So your Spirit's confirming you're a magical being, and so you are manifesting like perfect timing, like being in the right place at the right time, just stuff falling into your lap, serendipitously meeting somebody at a coffee shop who ends up being your roommate. With this world card in reverse, I'm hearing stability. So maybe like this change, you were worried, is it like, okay, so I want to change, but I don't want it to be change where I just feel like my whole world is shaken up and I feel lost. You're not going to be feeling lost. You're not going to be feeling like a wanderer with no foundation. You are manifesting a very strong foundation, and you're setting yourself up for a future of success and a future of good fortune. Okay. Yeah, judgment. This is going to be all divinely orchestrated. Like, God has their hand in whatever is going on in your life. So if you were concerned that you were making these decisions, but you don't know if they're right, you were learning to be that King of Wands, like take agency over your life, like no more victim mentality, no more passivity, like I'm going to take hold of my life. But then you started doing this and then you kind of hesitated, or you weren't seeing the results you wanted or thought you were going to be seeing. And Spirit is saying, just give it time. Like divine timing is at play, and the universe is meeting you where you are, and the universe is boosting your efforts such that, like, when judgment day, like when the day comes for your tower moment, stuff's gonna work out for you. Not to worry. Page of Swords in reverse is showing me that, like, the decisions you made were sound, and that you made them from a place of wisdom and from a place of listening to your divine guidance and having very pure intentions, and more energy of change and transformation. Like, you were overdue for a major upheaval in your life. There was like a lot of stuff that needed to go, and unfortunately it was like stuff was clearing away, and you had this period where your life felt very fallow. It was like you climbed this mountain, and then there was like this sharp descent into a valley, and then it was dark. I'm seeing, and like that hermit energy, like you found your light, but then you felt like, well, I'm just this bright light surrounded by darkness. When am I going to have an environment to match? And when am I going to not have to like burn so bright all the time to light up these energies that don't match me? And Spirit is saying that so you had those tower moments in the past where everything got cleared away. The new change, the new tower moments is light entering. It's like stuff being poured into you now. Like, instead of stuff being cleared away and destroyed, it's going to be new coming in. It's going to be financial blessings coming in. It's going to be promotions. It's going to be business booming. It's going to be brilliant ideas that take off and take you to the next level. All supported by God, by like the sun lighting up your world. I hope that made sense. Let's get some guidance into interpersonal relationships, possibly your love life, if Spirit wants to go into that. So manifestations, magic, miracles in your relationships. What are they manifesting when it comes to relationships? Okay, so this is going to be a slow burn. So I am getting romantic energies because I got Ace of Cups, but Ace of Cups in reverse, and both Page of Swords and Knight of Swords in reverse. So these energies are telling me that this is going to be a while, but Spirit does want to let you know that love is in the cards, and you just got to be patient. I always hate giving that message because it feels like that's a message we hear often, but it's a message we need to hear often because it's very hard to be patient, and it's very hard to be patient in a fast-moving world. With this Five of Wands, I'm getting this as more of an internal struggle with yourself, where like your new mature, this is King of Pentacles, your new mature, stable, healed self knows to be patient, knows to not rush into romantic connections. But there's that part of you, your shadow self possibly, that still desires flings, that still desires like something fun and fast-paced, because you're passionate. You want passion in your life. You want something that feels exciting and adventurous, and there's nothing wrong with that. But And it's not at odds with this. Like, part of you is like, oh, like, is this always going to be at odds with who I want to be? And it's like, no, but it's just kind of a matter of waiting for that right person. It can be like lighting a match, like instantaneous, like that, where you feel like nothing's happening, and then bam, you meet someone, like I was saying, like in the coffee shop, just randomly. Online, somebody sends you a message and it blossoms from there. And so there's going to be passion and adventure, and just seek it out in ways of like you just living your life, like you getting ideas and acting on those ideas. Like, don't make it about, I want to meet someone. I'm getting the advice of the ways that you are action oriented and exercising agency in your life. Focus on using those for your career and your passions and anything that you do on your own. And just allow, like, the passivity, the surrender, allow that to influence your relationships, because you can't control other people and you can't control external circumstances so directly. And so Spirit is kind of encouraging you to allow your passion to drive certain aspects of your life, and then allow that kind of more stable, slow moving energy to influence other parts of your life. Let's get like a more confirming card for that. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. You're meant to be a mentor as well. And there's a younger person looking up to you, and younger people, like, you're gonna be an example. And like with that Hermit energy, like not even realizing you're an example. So just think about, like, perhaps you're a single parent and you have kids. You want to set the example of self-worth and like having patience, like not being desperate for a romantic relationship in order to fulfill your needs. Like, remember that everything you do and every decision, and again, this isn't pressure, this is Spirit saying that you are ready to be this example, this mentor, and the parent that you would have wanted and needed. You are that parent, you are embodying that. But just remember that when it comes to whoever you bring into your life, this is the Knight of Pentacles, so that slow moving energy, like entering connections with like a discerning eye and ear for red flags, waiting before introducing someone to your kids. But there's no anxiety or worry around this. This is not, you have not done anything wrong. This is Spirit saying, like, confirming things you already know and trying to nudge you even a little bit further into that leadership energy and into that self-reliant energy. Like, you have nothing to worry about. You've made really brilliant decisions, and that's why people are looking up to you, because they've seen how you've transformed your life with that Death card energy and that Tower. They're gonna see like the positive things that are manifesting in your life, and they're gonna be wondering, how did you get there? And just observing you. Like, if you want to talk explicitly about it, you can, but people are also just watching your example. So that's very, very cool. Let's get a final card. We have the Fool card here, so that's that new beginning. And that idea of whatever decisions you make, whatever you do, you are supported by the universe. And so, you know, like, sometimes you're going to feel like you made an impulsive decision. Sometimes you're going to be like in that patient Knight of Pentacles energy. No matter what you do, no matter what mistakes you make, the universe will be there to catch you. Empress. So you are manifesting a new beginning. beginning, more passionate Wands energy. I have the Seven of Pentacles here, and this is giving me wishes, and you just being able to see more clearly like what you actually want to manifest for your highest good and for the highest good of those around you and whoever you're leading. But basically, Spirit wants to affirm to you, like, the Empress is a leader too, obviously. She's a different type of leader from the King of Wands and the Hermit, in the sense she's this divine feminine energy of nurturing, leading by example, in the sense of like, wow, like people noticing, wow, she's so beautiful and vibrant and her energy is so full and overflowing and abundant. And so people are looking at that and they just want to be around her. She's like got a gravitational pull. I'm kind of like thinking of like the earth and like gravity, and just like you're like your own planet almost. And so the result is you manifesting like more passionate adventures, and also relationships where people are just, they have mad respect for you is what I'm hearing. They just basically have mad respect for your journey, mad respect for your ability to manifest, recognition of your magical prowess, like you being this magical balanced being, like who knows it. People feel like you always know the right thing to say, the right thing to do. It's like you are listening to this like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you on about? I don't know what that even means. Look at this. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Okay, so there's so many confirmations in this. Like that word yes coming through. Was that this reading? I'm sorry. I did like the astrology readings for TikTok, and sometimes the messages get muddled, so I don't remember if I was saying like the word yes, yeah, yes. Okay, I think that was this reading. Sorry about that. But yeah, basically yes, change, say yes to change, adventure, jump in, that's like the Fool energy. And Andromeda, like Andromedan star seeds are like ancient. They're like one of the oldest like beings, and I'm just getting that hermit energy again, like this wise old being who has been through stuff, who has seen stuff. And it's time for you to, like, you're never too old to go on an adventure again. It's time for this next phase. It's time for you to actually exercise that wisdom. Okay, final message from Spirit, and I will leave you. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So this is that Empress energy again. So Spirit wants to remind you to have fun and to allow yourself pleasure, like in the pursuit of your goals, in the pursuit of your passions, and being a leader who's nurturing and caring for your community. Don't forget to enjoy yourself, and don't forget to say yes to your own pleasure. Yeah. Okay, you are so beautiful and powerful, and you are manifesting such good things into your life. Spirit didn't want to give like specific manifestations, partly because it's going to be different for everyone, but also because it's up to you. It's what you want. You don't need a tarot reader telling you like what you're manifesting, because it should be about what you desire to manifest. And it's also constantly changing based on the decisions you make and where you're going. All right, I'm rambling at this point, but Spirit's basically saying that everything you want is coming in. It's like overflowing like these waterfalls. And there, look how light this card is too, and how the Empress has this yellow energy. You're manifesting light around you. Like I was saying, like you were feeling like this lighthouse in at night, you know, surrounded by lower energies possibly, and just darkness. You're like, okay, I found happiness within myself. Now can I have some support in my outer world? And Spirit is confirming, yes, that's, you are manifesting happiness, joy, light, love, um, energies around you that support you and recognize you for the beautiful, powerful being that you are. I'm sending you a lot of love. I won't be posting a video next week, but I will be here the week after. If you want to look at the other readings that I've done in the past on my channel, there's been kind of like a progression slash like extra repetitious confirmation. So there might be some messages for you in another video that I did. Or if you want to look at TikTok, I also posted astrological sign readings, but you can watch any of them that you feel called to, because Spirit will lead you to the right one. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for being here.